What's up, guys and gals, and welcome to Veve Vibes, where I love talking all things Veve NFTs, speculation, and of course the market. So I'll be honest, today, even though I did not win anything on drop, I didn't get the comic nor any of the golden moments. I had to do that in the secondary market. Today has probably been one of the most fun days ever since I've been on Veve. I've been fortunate enough to be in a double stream, double header, whatever you want to call it. I was on 2 different channels today, and I had a ton of fun interacting with some of my favorite Veve content creators. Pretty much in this community right now. So first thing I just wanted to cover very briefly before I jump into that, I did end up getting a Donald and Daisy. I probably FOMO'd in a little bit too soon because as of right now, there's a period of time where Donald and Daisy actually did hit down to like 1.6 and then it started rebounding back up. And of course, typical me, I kind of FOMO'd in. I should have waited a bit longer. I even told myself, like, I don't really need the drop. I kind of want to hold my gems just in case of that additional announcement that could be happening later this month. But I did get one at 1900, which still isn't a terrible price. I still think these Donald and Daisies are extremely undervalued. I mean, just the fact that they are basically at Wally level prices when it's a double FA of Donald and Daisy still honestly blows my mind. And honestly, it would not surprise me at all whatsoever. And I've actually had a few other content creators and Disney fans agree that I think Donald and Daisy could take the number 4 or 5 spot when it comes to the most expensive golden moments on the platform. Of course, it's going to need some time to mature to get to that point, but right now, like, the fact that it's below 2K is pretty crazy. So I mean, it could flip tomorrow, it could take a week, it might take through the end of the month for all the announcements to be kind of set and done before Donald Daisy starts going up. But I think at the price as it is now, anything below 1.8, 1.9, even 2K is an absolute steal. Not financial advice, but I do think at the end of the day, it is a really, really good deal. So looking over here, I was actually on a live stream just between the comic drop as well as the golden moments drop. I was on here with Chris. I still don't know how to pronounce his name. He said it twice on stream, but Chris is one of my he is a friend of mine. We do talk quite a bit off stream, or like I should say, like outside of kind of like making content and stuff like that. And so we talked about the golden moments, price predictions, all that kind of stuff. And boy, we were both wrong. And I think everyone was wrong when it came to the price predictions for Donald and Daisy. I think a lot of people were like, I would be surprised if it goes below 2K. And that's exactly what it did. So I'm surprised it went that low as well, especially since the big names as Donald and Daisy, same thing with the Lady and the Tramp. I think Lady and the Tramp is priced pretty appropriately. They could probably still be a bit higher, maybe a little bit closer to like 1.7, 1.8, because right now they're at like 1.4-ish, 1.3. So they are pretty much the cheapest golden moments on the platform, but I do think they should be maybe a tiny bit higher, in my personal opinion, but maybe that's where they are. It's just the cheapest because not a lot of people are familiar with Lady and the Tramp, and there hasn't been a lot of like recent stuff about it, at least that I know of. So thank you so much, Chris, for having me on. We had like a 2-hour stream on his channel where we talked about just a ton of different things, not just the golden moments, but we talked about all things. We talked about bots, we talked about just Veve in general, the Veveverse, Marvel Mighties. We talked about all kinds of different stuff all over the platform, even a little bit about crypto. But that's kind of the thing I kind of like about these more speculative or kind of like open platform these like interviews or these streams, is that we can kind of just talk about anything. It kind of flows very organically, and we fielded a lot of questions from chat, which was a ton of fun. So I'll put a link to that down in the description. And I was also on another stream. This was the I think Kobe Collects, who donated during the stream. We're on Rob Stuff's channel, and he called it the Power Panel, which I thoroughly agree. And maybe we're recreating the new Illuminati as well. So people that are familiar with that comic would know. But yeah, Rob Stuff is a guy I've been watching pretty recently. I would say over the last like couple weeks or so. I really like his stuff, and of course some of these other people you guys should know: Dino Lang, Sleeping Comics, myself, My Collectibles, and Rob Stuff. All great content creators. All 4 of us were probably on here for probably almost an hour. But Sleeping on Comics, all of us were on there for probably about an hour. But there was a period of time where it was just the 4 of us, and like Sleeping in Comics wasn't on just yet. So about halfway through this video, I'll put a link in the description to when, at the very least, when me and My Collectibles jumps on, the Dino jumps on, then like 35 to 40 minutes later, then Sleeping in Comics jumps on. So it was just a very fun thing, and we were honestly all just kind of starstruck when Sleeping in Comics jumped on. I know he's a very modest guy, but he has influenced a ton of people early on, and one of the first kind of like comic guys that's what they specialized in. There just wasn't a lot of comic guys kind of like in the community as of yet, and so he already made like the Veve Rank website. He's done a ton of stuff in the community, so we're just pounding him with questions about comics and different things like that, and just picking his brain. And so he has a lot of awesome insight, and I would love to go on these streams a bit more often. So I'm gonna have a link to both of those interviews or both of those kind of streams down in the description. And I had a ton of fun doing that. I think this is what the center of the Veve community is all about, is just talking to people about IPs and characters that we love in comics and collectibles, and kind of us learning from each other when it comes to either characters or different mediums of even just Veve. You know, I'm not familiar with the posters or the comics, but you're more familiar with the 3D exclusive collectibles, whatever it is. And I was able to kind of fill some of these guys in on things about the market, but Sleeping in Comics was able to help me obviously about stuff with comics and stuff. And of course, Dino was there to keep everything lighthearted. I think he even made me do a couple squats as well during the stream because some people donated. It was a ton of stuff, and Rob Stuff did an amazing job kind of hosting us and organizing everything around that for the most part. So again, I just want to thank everyone. Please check out those links in the description, and please check out those content creators that I mentioned. So Rob Stuff, My Collectibles, Dino Lang, Sleeping in Comics, and of course, I'm just going to call it Chris V, but I'm going to put that all down in the description below as well. So no stream tonight just because I was already on 2 other streams. I got other things to do, but tomorrow we'll definitely do some more market stuff going forward. So that's pretty much it. Hope you guys take care, and I'll catch y'all on the flip side.